All right, guys. So hot take, but in my opinion, if you have to eat your way to huge numbers in powerlifting, it's a lot less impressive than people who stay relatively lean and increase strength. Like honestly, guys, anyone can gain 10 pounds of body weight and add 20 pounds of strength to their bench press. Like how freaking difficult is it at that point? Like the thing is, there's certain lifters who just rely on food and eating a lot and body weight gain to get strong. And I have a lot less respect for that than someone who relies on the strength God has given them to be strong. So the question is, guys, for those of you guys who know the Bible, you know one of the biggest concepts in the Bible, especially in the New Testament, is a difference between the flesh and the spirit. And the question I ask you today is, are you relying more so on the flesh for your strength gains in powerlifting or more so on the spirit? That's the question, guys. Like, I think powerlifting actually, can be a Christian sport. I mean, of course, any sport can be a Christian sport, right, guys? But like, I believe it's God, it's Jesus who gives us the strength to lift these weights. So my question is, are you relying on the God-given strength that God is giving you to lift these weights? Or are you just relying on food and gluttony to lift these weights? Like, guys, a lot of people, like, their gut sticking out. Like, they're clearly just relying on the food on their plate to get strong. But I have a lot more respect for guys who rely on the strength the Lord has given them to get strong. I know a lot of people are going to hate me for saying this. I know some people are going to disagree. I know some people don't even believe in God or Jesus or Christianity or any of that stuff. But even if you don't believe in that, I'm just talking about, like, I have less respect for people who just rely on eating like a fat fuck to get strong. Like, how fucking difficult is that? It's easy. Anyone can stuff their face and get strong as hell and add 20 pounds to their bench press or 30 pounds to their squat. Like, it's not that hard. And on another point to make, that's why the deadlift is my favorite of the three power lifts, because it's the least body weight dependent. You can't eat your way to a big deadlift, and actually favors a leaner build, a smaller waist. You know what I mean, guys? Like, I love bench and squat. I mean, I have utmost respect for guys who have a big bench and squat. But you got to admit, deadlift is least dependent on weight gain, which means you can't eat your way to a big deadlift. Sure, if you gain 10 pounds and it's mostly muscle, of course your deadlift is going to go up. But you can't rely on like gluttony to get a big deadlift, and the deadlift actually favors a leaner build, which is why it's one of the reasons why it's my favorite of the three power lifts. There's many other reasons as well, but yeah, so just think about it, guys. Like, ask yourself, are you relying on food? Are you relying on being a fat ass? Are you relying on gluttony to get strong? And if so, maybe you realize that without God, we wouldn't even be fucking breathing right now, dude. So it's like, God, that's the one who gives us the strength. It's not the food. It's the Lord. It's God who puts the breath in our lungs, the strength in our body to lift these big weights. It's actually kind of cool, guys. I was watching a video, you might know, Powerlifting the Mentality Part 3. And like, there's a scene toward the end of the video where three lifters, I believe, all give glory to God in a row. Like, it's really cool. I think it was like Ray Williams, the squatter who squats over 1,000, and Kirill Sarchev, the Russian guy, and one other guy, I forget his name. But like, they all gave glory to God. They all gave, the all glory to God hand gesture after they hit their lifts. Very cool, guys. If you're curious about that, just look up Powerlifting the Mentality Part 3, and I think towards the end of the video. That's a side note. I'm going on a tangent here. But like, the thing is, like, I believe powerlifting can be a Christian sport, and I believe it's God who gives us the strength to lift these weights. And just realize the strength comes from God. It's not from food. So if you're very reliant on food, maybe try to dampen that down a little bit and put your trust in God, put your trust in the Lord, and realize without him we wouldn't even be alive. And that's truly where our strength comes from. It's not food, guys. It's not food. Food is just fuel. It's just one of the resources that promotes strength gains. But the main thing, for me at least, I can only speak definitively for myself. The main thing that gives me strength is God, Jesus Christ, the Lord, who empowers me to lift these weights. You know what I mean? So that's the biggest thing, guys. At the end of the day, it's God who gives us the strength. And don't forget that. Have a good one, guys. God bless.